storage again?
It's red.
There we go.
Red LED.
So we're going to write to a file. And what type of button is this?
How'd you get it?
Well, actually, because what we want is a switch, not a button, right? Is there a switch on here? Ah. Switch. There we go. Let's not do a push button. Let's do a switch. That's more like what we want. Add it to buttons.
Double click it.
So this right now, when you flip the switch, it'll send a true when on and a false when off. Sounds good.
You're also on the top and it says group. You have BeagleBone Blue. Mine says unassigned.
I have that too.
Yeah, because I went and edited it. Here you can edit.
I missed the.
So the grouping on the page. He was creating a dashboard item, and so he wanted to. So mine says BeagleBone Blue. That's just because I clicked the edit button and changed it from unassigned and to actually give it a value.
I don't have a dashboard tab over there. I have an info tab. How do I get?
You have to. I think you have to click a dashboard item at first to get the
dashboard. Then.
Or was it in the pull down? Oh yeah, it's in the pull down.
Okay, and then I go to.
But to install it, you go down here to the dashboard items, and we're going to use a switch.
I grab a switch. So
you grab a switch, and then grab a file. In the switch, the only thing we're really going to customize is the label. It looks like otherwise the switch is doing something pretty sane.
Okay.
In the file, I think we want to do an overwrite. We don't want it to append, right? We want to just overwrite the file every time we write. And we're going to write to sys class LEDs. Oh yeah, it's just red. Okay. For some reason, I thought it had some prefix to it. Red. Value. So we're gonna do value. So this is gonna require a tiny bit of setup. So our current trigger is none. That's fine. If the trigger was already set to something, you might need to do something to set this up. All right, because with the trigger being none, the value. The value you can just be 1 or 0. Right? We can echo. Oh, it's into brightness. That's a good thing I looked. 1 into brightness, and it turns on. Echo 0 into brightness, and it turns off. Good thing I looked. Doody-doo here. So it's not value, it's brightness. The payload values right now are true and false. I think practically you might need to do a function or
you have file name and out and action. I have file name and out. What did I do wrong?
You did. File. There's 2 different D1.
Oh, did you grab file right?
You got the wrong one.
You grabbed file read? Okay.
Alright, so /sys/
What I'm happy with it, I click deploy. Here from the dashboard view, there's this arrow. That's where you can go find where the dashboard is. Yeah, it doesn't work, not surprisingly, because it's writing true and false into it. So we do need to go ahead and add something in between here. gonna add a. Well, when all else fails, add a function. Function it means there's probably a way to avoid doing this with JavaScript, but function allows us to do it with JavaScript. So if message.payload equal to 1, else. I'm just going to change it to numbers, 0 and 1. JavaScript, these could be strings. I did them as numbers. JavaScript dynamically converts between strings and numbers, but apparently it doesn't typecast true and false. You know, when you convert those to a file, it probably writes true or false instead of 0 or 1. So I'm just going to say, if message.payload, so it's true, then set message payload to 1, else set message payload to 0, and then return the message. And that is my Boolean to 0, 1 conversion. I'm sure that there is a node component that just does this for you, or some other configuration option. It's just
Done.
all right.
How do you get to the window where you have your GUI?
So so you see this dashboard. There's a little link right there. It's kind of hidden. So when you're in the dashboard view, you can click that, and it will actually show you your dashboard. Hey, my red LED turns on and off.
What do we just show me how to set the switch?
I think you can also turn it on and off from this view. I'm not sure. No, you can't.
Group unassigned.
Just tells you what its current state is.
How do I get
Yeah.
this one? The name is button. Tab doesn't matter.
I love this.
When I try to run my GUI.
Function is
Alright.
like this one gives this to a function.
It's on.
You can also do text boxes in here.
We're still trying to get our buttons. We want to follow you on the buttons.
What the switch
Steps.
sends.
Which part? This one?
Yeah, like if you go and double click the switch,
The switch. Okay, the switch is a problem.
you can down.
Oh, right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Number. Yeah. 1. Number 0. I was clicking on the wrong side of it. Delete that.
Oh, I missed that.
So he found it. I said there was probably a box somewhere to change it. So here, instead of just letting the default be send true false, we just went
Oh,
and
the
clicked
text in there. Number.
here to say, oh, let's send a number instead of a Boolean. And we set the on payload to 1 and the off payload to 0.
1, 0. We don't need our function anymore.
We don't need our function anymore, so delete it and connect the two guys. Let me actually test this, right? Oh, did I already deploy it? You did deploy it, so. What doesn't work?
I don't know.
All
I
right.
probably just did it wrong.
So I've got red LED going on and off now. Man, now I want to add green.
The workspace contains some nodes that are not properly configured.
Yep. So you need to double click them, and there's some option that you didn't answer.
Is this the
Green. Green.
So, can you show me your button again real quick? Because I think I'm missing
Oh, man, I love this
Is
thing.
it because there's no sign?
The button, this part,
Yeah,
right?
You don't know what unassigned is.
because
So the group,
The switch is the one that's not.
yeah, because
I created a new group with this little pencil. It doesn't matter. It's just where it puts it on the screen. It does just.
Do I need a new tab? Do I need to select a tab?
It's up to you. If you want to organize, I made a buttons. Not a new tab. Don't make a new tab. A new tab is a whole other page.
But it had an unassigned tab.
Just name it.
Okay. Okay. Deploy.
Don't make a new tab. Just name the tab that already exists.
Successfully deployed. No.
Have one people like that.
Oh,
yeah, am I missing you? That's fine.
should work now.
I don't know if
That's good.
it's turned, the red one is turned.
Now it's not.
I don't know.
That's in home.
And how should we get in the UI?
So what did you do here? Like,
Oh, I see. But it's not in here.
Yeah, you have to wait for it to wait. Yeah.
So Cyrus, you don't have anything from
Cyrus is gonna choose, what's your video topic? Can you put it up here?
Yeah, I mean, freedom till the right behind it.
CD.
I think we have one for you. Turning on and off the LED
I'll
with
do it
going red.
instead.
Okay. Can you go ahead and write it up there? Markers on the board.
Do you know about this video assignment?
Sudeep explained it to you.
What are the videos for again, exactly?
Learning.
No, but like, what particular class, or is it just like for students
So
that
we
want
will
to?
directly use videos to have
I deployed,
background in
but if I
or MXCT 300.
But the red
Called
switch is still
mobile
broken.
robotics. That's
There's some reason I can't figure it out. He got it somehow, we can't.
of electronics.
Okay, sorry, I reset, so.
Yeah, no problem.
this page
And
just
but there's a number of capstone teams and extracurricular projects that I'm using Beagle.
Question that he's
And
with.
this should be open.
Something with the button that, I would have the switch.
Hey, I'm just curious.
Red triangle there, but.
Oh, if you've got the triangle, then you still need to configure something in it.
So does that
I don't
mean
know
like there's a
what's
whole
not
playlist
configured.
on like tutorials for like this type of stuff?
We've got we have already a playlist on Scuttle items, and some of that does include Linux.
looks good to me.
Google, MXCT, Scuttle.
Yeah, say down. No, so there's no
Did you get it to work on?
there's no tab at all.
Did you get it to work?
Oh, with the website.
There's your GUI items.
So you don't have to go to the red, but it's the first one.
Okay, what am I doing?
That's the file, right? Oh, this is.
That's the triangle.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of videos down below. So.
I don't know why you didn't have a tab.
This is what you.
Oh, yeah.
You already have this, doesn't it?
I did.
I did, but
Okay.
you need to.
So it did need to be assigned. So if it's unassigned, you still need you actually do need to assign it.
Right.
You can if you click the pencil, you could create one there.
I did it. I mean, I didn't change.
And then right here.
Genius.
He's on it too.
So you click the pencil, right? When you make this, you click that pencil.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can just refresh the.
So it
There
does
wasn't,
have to
there
be.
wasn't a tab that existed, so I had to click this one as well.
Yeah, because just you
And I did essentially the same as he did clicking that pencil by clicking the plus to add a tab here.
so you just need to like
They had
get a new group and
No,
And a tab, you need to have a tab and a group. So any UI item has to have a tab and a group.
has to be.
This was not obvious to me, by the way, as to what was a tab, because I kept looking for tabs across the top of the screen. The term tab was odd to me. It looks like I turned mine off. You probably have a little marker up here on the top of the screen. Let's see if I can. Navigation's visible. Well, let me just add it. Let me add a new tab, just to show you what that means. All right. Never mind. I can't show you what it means because I still am lost. Maybe if I move something into.